What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today is my version of candied sweet potatoes. I'm not using sweet potatoes, I'm using yams, but they're in the same family. This is a collaboration between me and Headchefmom Kendall Lawrence. I told her if she wants to start a collaboration, she better come correct. So anyway, I'm going to leave a link to her channel and her video in the iCard above and the description below. Anyway, I'm going to get all creative on this one. Why don't you come on in and take a look at what I'm working with. I'm kind of winging this recipe, but I am going to have my ingredients and amounts in the description below. What I'm working with is I have a couple yams that I have peeled, about 5 tablespoons of butter. We have some ground cloves, some ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon. I have 3 oranges, which we're going to use the juice out of, and then I'm also going to use some of the peel. We have some brown sugar, some honey. Woo, it paid me to buy this. $4.99 for some pecan pieces, but we have some of those. And we have some salt. I might even throw some other stuff in this along the way. My first step though is going to be to get these yams sliced up, so let's get to that. I'm going to be using the mandolin to slice these things thin. If you don't have a mandolin and you're going to make this recipe, just use a sharp knife and cut it thin. And the thickness that I am cutting these to, let's go ahead and pull this back, a little bit larger than what potato chips would be. Potatoes sliced up thin, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of butter, reserving some for a little bit later. I'm going to hit it with about, let's call that 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, a few dashes of nutmeg, same thing with the cloves, a little bit of salt, and I am going to kind of remember how much I put in here in case you actually do want to make this recipe. What I really hope is that this recipe serves as more of a guide than it does something that you're actually going to try to follow. So we have that mixed in, or we have that in, now we're just going to mix it up. So now for our sauce, we have 1.5 tablespoons of butter, started off with about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now I'm going to hit it with some orange zest. We're going to try to make sure we're not going all the way to the white part of the orange. And I'll finish up with this part a little bit later. Now we're going to use the juice of 3 oranges. Actually, no, I'm going to go with 2. 2 should be fine. Alright, we got that in. Gonna go with a little bit of honey, and I'm gonna go with about 4 tablespoons of honey on that. Some salt, and then we have our pecan pieces. And like I said, I am just winging this. I am gonna try to leave as close to this recipe in the description as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish adding my orange rind in. If it looks like I need some more orange juice, I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. We'll pick it up once it's kind of reduced down a little bit. This came to a nice little simmer, and I took a kind of a taste of it. Looks like something's missing, so boom, let's just hit it with a little bit of vanilla, just a touch. And I want this to end up like a syrup when I'm done, so I'm thinking that's probably going to take about 10-15 minutes. So now that we have our sauce reduced down, looks like about like that, we're going to go ahead and start stacking our yams or sweet potatoes, whatever you want to call them in here. They are part of the sweet potato family. And we're just going to go a few layers thick. Once we get a layer in, we're going to kind of come back over it with our sauce mixture. Okay, just a little bit in each one. Then we're going to come back over it with some more of these potatoes. Sweet potatoes, yams. So now that we have them layered to the top, I did end up having to make a little bit more of that glaze. So we're just going to pour some on top of each one. Like I said, we are winging this recipe. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some brown sugar on top. Once I'm done with topping these with the brown sugar, they're going to go in the oven at 365 degrees for an hour. So these just came out of the oven after being in there an hour. I'm going to go ahead and let them sit and rest for about 35-40 minutes so they can set. When they're set, we're going to pull them out, taste them, and see if it's a hit or a miss. Here we are all plated up. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these off and taste it and see if it turned out the way I wanted it to. It's time to dig in to see if this is a success or a failure. Anyway, I'd like to thank Headchefmom Kendall Lawrence for challenging me with this collaboration. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the iCard above and the description below. Let me taste this. I have to say that is a success. There you go. That's my entry in this collaboration. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.